Okay. All right. Okay. So I don't know if you guys are receiving this or not. All right. So I'll get comfortable. I am going to do a quick meditation quickly before we get started. Turning on some meditation music before we get started. And then we'll do the smudge right after the meditation. Somebody's holding on to something in their hands right now currently. It's hard to hold on to, like feeling like you're having to hold on to something that doesn't quite fit into the palm of your hand. That could be a metaphorical meaning, or it could hold an actual meaning. You're trying to hold on to something that is hard to hold on to, like the actual experience of holding a said item is unattainable, like it's not able to be grasped at the moment. Like it's very tough feeling. It's very, hard, kind of, not pliable. Very easy to grab. It's very difficult to grasp. You could have something. It's like you have different items in each hand. Like this hand you have, like it's almost like a rounder shape, but this hand is kind of oblong, not of normal shape or size. So whoever I'm connecting with, look for the attainable items that you can hold, whether it be in relationships that you're holding on to that may not be attainable or difficult to hold on to. Don't fight having to hold on to that item or that said experience. Allow it to, just kind of let it go, allow it to be released, and allow it to, kind of take its form that it's supposed to take. Don't try to restrict it. Don't try to keep it contained, if that makes sense. That containment is it's fighting, it's pushing against what you're trying to contain. Like there's a lot of, you're pushing in to keep it contained, but it's pushing back out to like let it go, like let it expand, let it be what it is, let it come into formation for whatever that item or situation or experience is. And somebody out there has got their feet firmly planted, like very grounded. You're very determined to get, like you're planted, like you're just not budging on whatever is going on currently for you. You're not wavering in any way. You're standing firm in your decision or expectation of something. But it's only your feet that are planted. Like you've got part of the intention planted, but not growing. Like it's planted, but nothing. There's no growth happening. It's just there. You've got that foundation. You're building that foundation to be into a stronger experience. That foundation is just being planted. So don't try to rush it. Allow it to take root. Make sure that you're grounding yourself and be focused on why you're doing the foundation building. Is it something that you're desiring, or is it something that's holding you back from building that strong foundation? It's kind of blocking you. Like it's like you can't get past the knee area to continue the growth all the way up to like that solid foundation that you're building on. But you're on the right track of building that foundation. Like you're gaining the root, the stability within that building of that foundation, and that stability is being created. So don't try to rush, building that foundation, because you want it to be a solid foundation. You want it to be taken root and be able to hold whatever experiences or situations that you may find that you're struggling with. Like it's almost like you want to pull out of this foundation now, though. Like the foundation is there, but you're wanting to kind of pull away from it a little bit. You're reluctant to build this foundation. So maybe there's a bit of reluctancy going on currently for you. But you're standing firm. It's almost like you're standing on one foot, and you're not quite sure if you want to plant that other foot into that foundation, that cement. You know, it's like putting your feet into like a cement plaster almost. Like you're reluctant to be moving in that direction. Wow. That is a very intense energy. Sorry, guys. Just give me a minute. But it's very draining energy. Like it's very draining. Um, that was just showing you through the meditative cycle how I can receive the information. Um, so Hey guys, so I just channeled some information that could be for somebody that's going to end up seeing this stream. Ashley is here. My moderator is here. Thank you for showing up, Ashley. Great to hear you. Great to see you here. Um, so we're going to get started with the smudge now. Get our session started. Just do some grounding meditation. Just balancing my energy from the day that I've had. Very calm, cool, and relaxed now. So we're going to do a little smudge of our area here. We want to clear away the energy from today, from other past energies. We don't want to have any residual energy lingering for us for our readings tonight. Please, Spirit. And we can't forget the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye. Alright, so I think we're ready to start, you guys. I'm feeling more relaxed tonight. I don't know if that's, due to the day that I've had, kind of relaxing energy that I've kind of had today. But I did do that live stream early this morning, and that really, got a lot of that energy out from me. So, which is a good thing. I don't like to hold on to energy or have residual energy happening with myself. So we've got Bright Light, Tara B, and Ashley Boo. So you guys want readings again? Like, what the hell? You guys are putting me right through the ringer here with these free readings. So we've got Bright Light, Trina, Ashley Boo. So Bright Light, what is it that I can help you with tonight? Yes, it has been a while for you, Ashley. I know that you've been in good standing for a reading. You're definitely needing something. We do have different spreads. We did a live stream last night that was actually just comical. The energy that we were picking up was just I don't know. It blew my mind. Like it was a great stream. Let's just say that much. It has me choked up right now. um, it was a little off the wall. It was off the wall last night, like literally off the wall. Um, I want to know what my mom will love about Derek as my husband. Your head hurts all of a sudden. Jeez. Yeah, it was off the wall. You'll have to check it out. Go and check out last night's live stream. It was, talk about feminine energy being lit. Like it was just phenomenal. All right. So you want to know, Bright Light, about your mom will love about Derek as your husband. So you want life advice. Uh, are you meaning like when is she going to be accepting of Derek? Like where he is being accepted by your mother? Um, Jamie S. here, first time here, was referred from Bea Funded. Hey Jamie, welcome to the channel. You can like and subscribe. She is an awesome lady, Bea Fundy Fortune. She is just a sweet lady. And actually getting to talk to her over the phone was, even, she's very much like she is in her lives, in her streams, her uploads. She is very much like that. She is just another human like the rest of us, right? But she is a really sweet person. She's comical. She is. She really is, and she's got a good energy about her. I absolutely am glad that I got to meet her and actually assist her with helping her with her software to get it going. But there's a little bit more tweaks in. Like I use the same software that she was using, and I've got mine set up so that I can put cards and everything on there and change like my layout of my screen. And it took me a bit to get there. But with the right information and taking the time to be able to walk her through each one, from being where I am on the other side of the Canada, and she's on the opposite end of Canada, trying to do that over a phone and not knowing what she's looking at, it makes it a little bit difficult. But we managed to get it going a few times, but we weren't getting her camera to show up properly. So, we were trying to get that working for her. Don't forget to lick the video. Last night was about licking the video. So Bright Light. Uh, and I'm just gonna say this before I even pull a card. Is it like the utmost important for your mom to be accepting of the partner that you have, or is it you that needs to be accepting of the partner that you have? Um, you know, Sometimes we have to step back and just kind of let that person, you know, um, find out for themselves. You can't really turn around and force them into liking a person. They're going to or they're not, and that could be just in their set ways as far as wanting to be accepting of people. They may have issues around accepting people, maybe not being accepted themselves in past, or had traumas surrounding that. Um, you know, 1 second here. Um, if your mom is going to be accepting, she's going to be accepting. An open-minded part or parent would be accepting of whoever you wish. That you would have your best interests at heart. Um, Somebody that may have an issue of control may want to control who you're seeing, who you're doing, all those things that are coming into play. Um, so I'm just curious as to why this would, I understand that the importance to it, but I'm understanding where this is coming from. Is it becoming because it's a validation that you need from your mother? You always are seeking validation from her, that it's a requirement because that's all you've known. Have you ever just kind of stepped outside the box and just, allowed her to own her difficult of accepting someone? Maybe she does have your best interests at heart and is very reluctant, maybe, of seeing you in past relationships, how they've turned out. So maybe she might be reluctant as to, just, being accepting right off the hop, and allowing her to have that right. I don't think there's going to be a card that I pull that is not going to probably reiterate that. Um, you know, um, so I'm reluctant to actually pull a card because when I'm involving another person like that, um, and they have, their just reason for doing that, that's kind of like meddling in energy that I'm not, that I feel that I shouldn't be meddling in. If they have just cause for being that way, you would probably know best as to why. Um, But I think that, what I'm picking up, kind of channeling here, is that, she's your mother. She's going to be protective of you. It may take her time. It could be due to what she's had for experiences in life as far as love, and maybe there's red flags going off for her that, she's kind of reluctant to give in to accepting this person, or he's giving off red flags to her that are kind of like, stepping outside the box, and looking at it going, is this really, really happening? And, she's trying to maybe justify her feelings, trying to validate her own feelings as far as trying to understand why she's feeling this way. Um, um, and it's going back to what I was talking about this morning in this morning's stream, about you're only in control of what you can control. You can't force another person to like someone. You can't force them into being, um, accepting of a situation if they're not comfortable with it. That's just implementing force and determination to get your way. Um, and if it's something that you find important, maybe that's something that you need to step outside and look at. Maybe the continual validation that you require from your mother, is maybe something that you need to evaluate, as it's important to you because maybe that's all you've ever had. You always sought validation from your mother. Your mother always gave you the validation, so reinforcing that behavior. But you're the one that's in the marriage. You're the one that, I understand that a close knit family, but if the close knit family is not close knit, um, there's not really anything you can do to force somebody into a situation that they don't feel comfortable, and allowing them to have that freedom of expression. I think you would probably get further with allowing them to have, their validation for themselves, and be able to honor and respect their idea of a situation, and let them just kind of feel it out. Being withdrawn, and you know red flags and all that stuff. You know, I'm reluctant to do a reading on that because I don't want to, you know, tread on an area or energy that is, you know, you know, respect the space of them, right? Um, will be your strongest aspect of your marriage? Okay. So you want to see what aspects are. Okay. So let's see. What are your greater aspects or your greater assets to your marriage that are currently going on? For bright light, please, Spirit. You can get messages in regards to their marriage, the aspects, what are the better qualities of the marriage and the union that they have together. What is the meaningful purpose? What do we need to understand about this union that may assist in the mother being more receptive to the union? Is there a direction? Is there a directive that we can approach with that will alleviate some of the stress for our friend, bright light, please, Spirit? Oops. Okay, my eyes are like clouding over. It's like seeing like through a fog right now. It's really bizarre. Okay, I'm waiting for a jump card here. Okay, so we have the Strength card, we have the Death card in reverse, and we have the Three of Cups. So what I'm interpreting is that, you're not giving up. Like, you guys fight to keep it together. Not having to, at the first sign of trouble, walk away from each other. Like, you guys are determined to work this out and find a solution. Like, you're not ready to call it quits. And I don't think that you guys will ever call it quits. So that strength of working together and trying to find that solution that works best for the both of you. Or at least, coming to the best suited solution with the both of you. You being honorable to, his masculinity and allowing him to be masculine, and nurturing that person that he is, showing that love that you have and the respect that you have for your partner is another asset for your relationship. The other thing is that you don't allow others' influence, or you shouldn't allow others' influence to have a weighing on your relationship. It's between you and your partner, and outside influence, whether it be from friends or family, even, try to deter that. Relationships get along a lot better if you have less outside influence coming through into the relationship and taking, unless it's something that's serious, like physical or emotional abuse, then you have the outside support that you can call on. But I don't think that you guys are ever going to face that. I think that you guys are level-headed people, that you are able to talk things out, you're able to work it out, and that you not going to call it quits. Like the ending doesn't have to be an ending. It could be just an ending to that situation. You guys get through it, you work through it, you work together at finding a better, more harmonic kind of balance together. So yeah, Page of Wands. And just being that creative energy within the relationship, and just being compassionate to each other and support. Um, so that's what I see for you guys, that, you guys have a very solid foundation, and you definitely know what you want out of this relationship, that, it's not something that you're going to call quits at the first sign of trouble, right? That you guys have a very strong bond together. You have that Strength card, you have the Death card in reverse, so not having to call it quits when the times get tough, that you're willing to work through without having to end anything to get the result that you want from the relationship for both sides, for both parties. And then also having um, that strength together. I am so like energy drained today, you guys. Like I'm just so like calm and relaxed. I meditated too long there. When I meditate long, it's like oh, I just like melt like butter on a hot surface, right? All right. And I think that's thank you, Ashley, for plugging my Facebook page. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm just like, oh, I'm like so relaxed. I could like just like, whew. I had a really relaxing day. It wasn't really high stress or anything for me today, so I'm feeling really good. Kept my energy really low key today. Like I was saying in the morning, oh, a little bit too low key. Maybe I gotta pump myself up here a bit, get myself pumped up. Um, so so that it's gonna have like a little bit lower energy tone to the reading tonight, more calmer, more. I thought meditation is supposed to do the opposite. The opposite of what? It's supposed to help relax you so that you can, open your channels. It's not supposed to hype you up. Depending on, what frequencies you're listening to or, what type of meditation you're listening to. That meditation that I play, it brings me down so that I can like focus and just kind of, ease into things. Keep the calm energy around, not all hyped. Oh, oh. Almost put me to sleep. You can get every different kinds of meditation where you can be upbeat. You can have like an upbeat version of, if you need it for energy. There's different types of them. But I do mine just to keep me calm and kind of, in the flow of things overall. So it all depends on your mood and what you want to experience from the meditation. There's so many out there. Like if you're feeling like you want to, energize, then Google energetic meditation. So let me just kind of show you what that would sound like, as far as and. So compared to what I was listening to, okay, hang on one sec. Mm. So something like this would be a little bit different. Hang on. Like this, the undertone is more upbeat. Or something like this one. There's different ones. It all depends on the frequency that you're listening to as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop over to chat here. There's all different kinds of them, right? So it depends on which ones you want to go through. Okay, back to the live chat here. There's all different kinds of them, right? So it depends on which like really drained you guys to go through. There's all different kinds that you can choose and feel. Oops, hang on. Sorry, I gotta turn my other one down here. But I'm just kind of like floating, like on air right now. Just really relaxed. Maybe it's because I'm exhausted a bit as well. Who knows? So I'm like so like mellow. Very, very mellow. Oops. So I don't know what you guys want to talk about tonight. Yeah, more or less. It's like like just like it's like I smoked a big reefer joint and just like melted into my couch kind of feeling right now. Like just very euphoric feeling right now. And that's how quick that I can transform from being like way up here, high energy and just bouncing off the walls to like just somber and just chill and hey man, like I just smoked like a big joint or something, but I never did, mind you. Um, but that's like the effect that it could have on a person, right? So yeah, I enjoy doing my meditations. I really do. Um, grounding and finding that balance. And sometimes it takes a little bit to come out of that transition or that trance state for me as well. So I do feel my energy is picking up a little bit. Um, so just give me a little bit of time to kind of adjust. um, I have still the babies. They are sleeping somewhere here. They're all piled on one chair over here, sleeping. They were just like just tremendous little buggers last night. They were like just all over the place, just being little terrors. But we only have three left out of the five that we do have. Out of the seven that we had, we have three left. So, you know, looking for their forever homes. Um, yeah, it's a trip. When you can get that euphoric feeling from meditating, it's just like you could smoke like six reefer joints to get the feeling that I'm feeling right now. Just kind of like you know, just feeling really good, right? So who's all in chat? Is it just you, Ashley? So I'm just gonna kick back and relax, check into chat, see what's going on. Oops. Oh. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. We've got 4 people in chat. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. This is going to be a more laid back kind of feeling. I haven't even eaten yet today, so maybe that's why my energy level is a little bit lower too, is because I haven't really had a whole lot to eat today. I had some banana bread earlier as a snack, but I haven't actually had my dinner, so maybe I'm just kind of feeling a little bit, I need some food. So, if there's not much going on in the stream tonight, then we're going to call it an early evening. Um, so it is, and maybe that's from last night, feeling that, overexerting myself, trying to balance. Sometimes when I have like a really high energy day, my next day is like really like, and it just kind of depletes after that. It just like, just like drops. And I have had that experience now probably twice in the last month where I've been like really high energy, and the next day I'm just like right out to lunch, you know, just like major chill, major mellow. You could try to make me angry and you would have a hell of a time making me angry because I'm just so chill and just so drained, maybe. Because I do, and this isn't just the only time that I use my energy, I use it for readings throughout the day, and I did 15 readings today. So that's actually, I usually only do it like 10, so I did like 5 more long extended readings today. That's why I was late getting started, and then I had company stop in for a visit, so I had that, and it's like, it was a chill day, like a regular day for me, so I don't know why my energy level is just like shot. Now coming into doing the live stream, like I promised you guys that I would be back to do a live stream tonight. I was planning on being on earlier at like 4:30, but I wasn't even at home to be able to get that done. I was out doing 2 readings on the fly, so I wasn't even at home to be able to even update you guys. um, so yeah, so I go to other people's homes to do readings and energy clearing. So I had those today. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit more relaxed today. Just kind of chilling with the moment. Um, Am I asking my question in the right place? Jamie Davenport, what is your question, Jamie? Let me just go back up here to the top. Sorry, Jamie, I missed your question. He's not verbally expressed it. I feel he's falling for me, but he has not verbally expressed it. I'm curious about that. It's been 6 months. Okay, you're in the right place. Okay, so I've got, let's see, we're going to answer Jamie's question here as far as, okay, so let's see what's going on as far as the partnership with you, your emotions, Jamie. See if we can get you some insight here. Yeah, I just feel like I'm just like stoned. Stoned on meditation music, like really? Alright, so we have fire energy. So there's definitely heat and compatibility, like the desire to have the relationship is definitely there, coming in with like fire energy. So Knight of Wands. There's definite passion. So maybe that's a good thing. You know, maybe this person is taking a kind liking to you, Jamie. And, just be open to it. If you're not open to it, then just be honest with the person. Don't let them get, knee deep in it and then kind of cut them off. If you're not feeling the connection, then just be honest about if you're not feeling it. But if you are, then I would say progress with it. It all depends on where you're coming from. So there's definite passion. So we do have the Lover's card come up for you as well as the current situation. So you each are making offers to each other. You're reciprocating each other's wanting to be in a relationship. You're making an offer, but I feel that he's reaching out to you more, and you're there to make the offer and reciprocate the energy. So you definitely have the Lover's card here showing up for you. So the compatibility and everything is coming in, and it may come in fast. It may be faster than what you're used to. If you're the type of person that likes to, take their time in getting to know someone, this is not one of those kind of relationships. It's going to be one that's going to come in very quickly, and it's going to have a lot of heat, energy, and a lot of fire behind it. It's going to leave you in awe. Like you are really sitting in the wonderment part. Even just based on your question, why is he falling for you? You're bedazzled right now by the experience. Um, you may be awestruck by the experience. You may be, kind of looking at it going, how is this happening to me? So whether it be that you've manifested this in your thoughts and you've been desiring this, but not even realize that you were even focusing any intention on bringing someone in, or you've just been in that vibration of attracting someone that is on a higher vibration that's more positive for you. Um, it's almost like, this person will be, you know, like, and I'm just going to say it like a robot for you. If you were to ask them, they would end up doing it. So basically, whatever you ask or request is like a command to them. So they will honor that. They will represent, you know, making your wishes come true, granting you whatever you need to make, the relationship comfortable, to make it, prosperous. Um, it's like whatever you want is, what you desire will be granted. Um, and that may be something new for you. That may be something that you haven't experienced before. Maybe other relationships in the past have been challenging as far as, getting to say your piece or getting, acknowledgement or the sense of validation in the relationship. Whereas this one is going to give you maybe the opposite, where you are being validated overly and you're not quite sure how to handle that. Um, you definitely have a lot of fire energy coming in through here. So that burning desire, that heated compassion, the passion that's going on within this relationship is very intense, and it may be overwhelming. So if you have to step back, then just say you need to slow it down. Just be honest and forthcoming with the connection. Okay, as far as that's concerned, you know, um, he's gonna be determined though. There's gonna be a lot of determination on his part to continue the relationship. So if you're not ready for this, then you need to make that clear to the other party. If you're not ready for this relationship or it's overwhelming, just express yourself for what it is. If you're feeling overwhelmed, and say, this is going a little bit too fast for my comfort. I just want to kind of slow it down and just take it, one step at a time, and not rush into it, because I don't want, to be just feeling like it's just a flash in the pan kind of thing. You really want to have some substance to the relationship, right? So and just express that to the other party that you're involved with. Okay. Oh, I have to get some tea, you guys. I'm gonna have to pause this for like a 10-minute break, and I need to get something in me. I'm feeling it. I need to have something to eat, so I'm just gonna pause the stream for a minute, and I will be back. I have to get something to eat, guys. Like I'm not feeling, you know, myself right now. I need to have something to eat. So we're gonna get something to eat here. Oh, I'm just gonna get something to eat here. Hang on a sec, guys. Alright, guys, I'm back. So bear with me while I have a little nibble here and have something to eat here. You're most welcome, Jamie. So I had to just leave there and get something to eat because I haven't really eaten a whole lot today, and I'm not usually like that. So once I get this going, I'll probably feel a little bit better. Oh, is Ashley gone, you guys? Thirsty Thursday? Is that what we're calling it now? What are you experiencing, Tarina, in regards to wondering if it's something that's passed on? Moose, babies are sleeping. What? What's going on? Meow. Hey, Moozy. Mama girl. That could even be your guide talking to you. They may be wanting to channel information through you, or wait, awakening you to that energy. I mean, you have to more or less kind of ask it what energy it is, ask what it represents, um, ask it what its reason for being there is. Like for me, when I found out that I had spiritual energy within my home, um, and people that were kind of the energy that was trapped here that I had to release from here, it would follow me around the house and be like, "Why do I have to leave? I don't want to go anywhere." And I was like, "I'm not sending you anywhere. I'm just cleansing my home." But it thought that when I went to cleanse the home, that I was trying to send him away, and chase him out of this dimension that he was used to. So what is said to happen is that spirits will always go back to the most familiar place that they remember last, that they revisit. So that could be like a home. That's why they end up coming back to a place where they resided, or finding something that is familiar, or something that they can attach themselves to. Like I used to have furniture coming into my home, and I wouldn't clear it, and it would have like the attachment, the energy attachment from somebody that has passed on, and would come into my home, and I would have to clear that energy out and release it into the universe, right? Um, so this one was very reluctant in leaving. Even showed up in my dreams, tried to attack me in my dream, like he was trying to shake me awake, but wasn't doing it. Like it wasn't interpreted on my end as being, having the experience of him trying to wake me up and say, "Listen, you need to listen to me," kind of thing. He was more aggressive and demanding and overbearing. So I wasn't paying attention to him, and he would get angrier. So, are you feeling that it's a negative presence? Are you feeling that, what is the emotion tied to the energy that you're feeling around you? Like, what emotions are being tugged on the most when you're having this experience of this presence being around? I got like scratches on me too. If it's someone that's trying to protect you, they wouldn't scratch you. That's the first thing that people get misinterpreted. Um, they'll find other means to get your attention. Um, in a more healthier way than causing harm. So I don't feel that it would be a protecting energy. It may be your guides that are giving you that protective energy, saying that you need to protect yourself from that energy that's trying to attack you. So that maybe your guides stepping in between, um, on the spiritual level or the spiritual realm, to protect you from being harmed by this undesirable entity that is attaching itself to you or is wanting to attach itself to you. Right? It may be your guides stepping in, say that we are protecting you from this attachment that's trying to attach to you. Sorry, I was just trying to eat. I don't like talking with my mouth full. So maybe there's something, that's wanting to attach to your energy because it's drawn to you. And it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It could be just, somebody that is needing more energy to manifest from the spiritual realm. Because you can't fight the spiritual realm from this side of the block. When I end up having to go into the spiritual realm, I go into a trance state and meet in a neutral territory, like a neutral zone, that I'm not going completely into the spiritual realm, and I'm not allowing them to come completely into my dimension. I did that once where I allowed them to come completely into my dimension, and it took me a long time to clear them out. There was a time that I took pictures, and I had posted them in this Facebook group that I was part of, and I said, I asked other psychics what they picked up, and they could pick up the negative entities that were around me, and I've carried them with me for years. I've even had them show up in photographs that were taken when I was a small child. They've followed me around all my life, and they've always been there. So it's like, I don't really notice them, but they're there. And I got the confirmation again when I took a photo of me with a mirror, taking a picture of me, my reflection in a mirror. And I asked them if they saw anything in there. And they said they could see like three demons, but they were more curious as to what was on this side of the realm than actually wanting to harm me. Right? They were more wanting to be inquisitive as to what was really going on and wanting to know what was really happening outside of their existence. So it's, we want to know what's going on there, they want to know what's going on here, right? So it's kind of like a flipped, kind of experience. I do have a spirit box. I don't know if I can play it while we are actually live streaming. I'm going to see if I can actually open it up here, and I'll let you guys hear it for yourself. Let's see if I can do it. Come on. So let's see here. Give me one sec here, guys. It's going to take a minute for the software to open, so hopefully it won't. Because it takes up a lot of my resources in my computer. But we'll give it a shot and we'll see what we can come up with here. And you guys will be blown away by hearing this. If I can get it to work. If I can't, then I could always play it. Well, no, that's too much work. Okay, hang on here. See, this is taking up way too much resources on my computer. What are we running at right now? Hang on here. Yeah, I can't get it to work here. One sec. You don't have to be scared. That's the biggest thing, is to fear it. There's nothing that you should be fearing when it comes to dealing with the other side, is the main part. Um, okay, so now we've got this working better here. So I'm going to see if I can't start it, and hopefully we can pick it up and you guys can actually hear the spirit box um, playing. Okay, so let's see if we can pick it up. Hopefully we can. I haven't ran it together when I'm live streaming, so I'm not on the same computer. So just give me a sec, guys. takes a minute for this software to get going. Hey, Naomi. Hey, Naomi. So, how are things going? Maybe that's better. Does that help? Hey, Nancy. Okay, so we've got it running. It's just gonna take a minute here. I just gotta close down the window here and then we can where am I here? Okay, so we're gonna cancel this one. Okay, so we got it running. Oh no, it just shut down again. Hang on one sec here. I gotta just turn it back on here.